If you shape your life according to nature, you will never be poor. If according to people's opinions, you will never be rich. This is a saying by Seneca in his writing Letters from a Stoic. This is something I wanted to talk to you guys about because this really resonated with me deeply, because when I was trying to decipher what he was saying and the meaning behind what is said, even though it is quite upfront, it tells you a lot. That one sentence is enough to change somebody's entire perspective, because you really have to think about, if you follow the opinions of other people on a constant basis, you will never have the satisfaction or the happiness of yourself. You are always going to be following and pursuing a dream that other people might have, because there will always be opinions on you that will negatively be aimed at you. And if you try to help or get rid of those opinions, you're just forever going to be fighting a never-ending war, because everybody has opinions, and sometimes those opinions aren't right, or sometimes those opinions are always going to be negative towards you just because of the person you are. So you will never be rich, as it says, if you follow the opinions of others. You have to completely shut out the beliefs and thoughts that others give you. Unless it's constructive criticism, that's completely different, but you have to be yourself. And it says, if you shape your life according to nature, you will never be poor. That doesn't specifically entail to just money. It entails to life in general. You will never be poor in your life fulfillment. It will never be poor, because you will be ending your journey or your path when you decide to, or when you feel happy to, and when you feel that you've done the right amount of work to end your day or to end what you decided to do. Because if you follow somebody's opinions, you're always going to be faced with something else, and there will just never be any sort of fulfillment in anything you do, because there's going to be an infinite amount of people who try to judge you, and if you keep on trying to abide to them and to change their perspective on you, you're just going to never be faced with happiness, because then you change your entire personality, you change the entire way you act, and then you no longer have a thought, the thoughts to yourself. You don't have the thinking for what will make you happy. You're only going to have the thinking of what will make others happy. And that's just not the way you're supposed to live life, because you're supposed to live life the way you want to live, because it's your life. At the end of the day, everybody dies, and at the end of the day, you're going to be the one who's sad, and if you try to make them happy, you're gaining nothing from it yourself. Because I'm sorry, this may be brash, but what matters most at the end of the day is your well-being and your mentality. So why are you going to try to destroy that for somebody who doesn't believe in you, for somebody who judges you, and for somebody who only has ill thoughts of you? You need to actually do what makes you happy and stop creating other things or another persona of yourself to make others happy. And yeah, I think what I realized the most out of this is, he said it later on, it was, natural desires are limited. Those which spring from false opinions have nowhere to stop, for falsity has no point of termination. It's an endless pursuit of trying to get gratification from others, and that, I feel like so many people go through that, especially because of social media. Everybody goes outside, Twitch streams, and all they do is to aim for the gratification of others. They think they're funny because they're making fun of this old man, or they think they're funny for being loud in public. That is all gratification. At the end of the day, you don't feel fulfilled on the inside for doing that. You're just doing it for others' amusement. You're basically like a jester to people. And unless you know where your natural desires are at, And if you know what makes you happy, you won't be happy because you have to know what you want specifically, because what your natural desires are, they're limited. And though some people may have big aspirations, they're still limited. You have a certain goal, somewhere to stop at. And other people don't. Some people just want to gratify and live to work for the opinions of others. Like that it's just that line hit me really hard, because I was like one of those people that like to make other people laugh and really cared about opinions of others, but now that has really disappeared from my beliefs and mentality, because you need to live for yourself or live for the people around you that are like your family, your friends, your best friends. Like those are the people you have to live for. But if those people want you to change the way you think or the way you believe, those aren't your friends. You have to be who you want to be, and naturally people will come to you for you having been a natural in your natural state, in your natural person. But when you create some sort of falsity of yourself, you're not going to amount to much, or your growth just won't seem, it won't make you feel good. Like, yeah, all right, you get all rich, and then what? You get rich, and what are you going to feel after that? Like, what is your mind gonna, like, what are you going to be thinking? Because unless you complete what you actually want to complete and what your goal in life is, what are you gonna gain from just being rich? You're gonna have no fulfillment in yourself, because all it is money, and not the actual mental state or the mental happiness that you might want. And I know everybody's goal is money, and even one of my goals is money, but at the same time, you can't just chase money without also chasing or also being your true self, because it just won't be fulfilling, and it just won't make you happy. And that's all I really wanted to say for this video, because you have to stop shaping the way you do things for others and start doing what you want for yourself. You gain the most knowledge and the most wisdom for what you do for yourself, and you gain the most knowledge on what you love. Like every successful business person, like Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, all these people I always name constantly, John D. Rockefeller, Ford, they all had something they loved, something others tried to stop them from doing because they might have seemed it was like stupid or just not worth doing, because it was just a false dream. They didn't care about others' opinions, and then look at them now. They're literally the statues of the world. Like, hey, everybody looks up to them now. And this is what happens when you don't base your actions on other people's opinions, because then you get your own fulfillment and you change the world through doing so. Or even if you don't, that's okay. But then you know you're happy and you die happy. But then when you chase other people's opinions and how they see you and how you want them to see you, you're just it's going to be a never-ending race and chase for validation that just won't ever end, because everybody's going to have false opinions about you no matter what. And you can't make everyone happy. That's a common thing that I hope everybody knows. You can't make everybody happy, so why chase opinions of others? And just make yourself happy and then help others. Or maybe maybe if helping others is what makes you happy, do that. But don't do it because somebody tells you to, or don't do it because it's fake. Do what makes you happy, and do what makes you feel fulfilled, because in doing so you will help so many more people out in a natural manner than when you do something and it's a lot less unnatural and you don't gain anything from it. Just do what makes you happy.